So are you thinking about selling your home, but your brain won't stop racing? Guess what? You're not alone. From pricing fears to showing your home while your dog loses its mind, these are the top 7 concerns that keep sellers up at night. But don't worry, I've got answers that'll help you breathe easier and sell smarter. My name is David Totten, licensed realtor here in Virginia and North Carolina with eXp Realty. My team and I, we get calls and texts every day from people just like you looking to make a move to this area, and we absolutely love it. So whether you're moving in 6 weeks or 60 days, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email. We would love to help you and your family make a smooth move in or out of this area. So if it's your first time to the channel, please hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. You will be the first to learn everything there is to know about living, working, eating, and playing right here in Southern Virginia and over in the Piedmont Triad. That's who I am. And let's get into the video so you know what it takes, the 7 concerns that keeps sellers up at night. Let's get into it. Concern number 1, what if I price it too high or price my home too low? So have you ever walked into a store, you see a price tag and say, nope, not paying that? Buyers do this exact same thing with your house. And if the price is off, they won't even come see it. So let me keep it real with you. Pricing your home is not about what you think it's worth or even what Zillow think it's worth. It's about what the market is willing to pay. Right now, that's based on 3 things. The first one is comparable sales, aka comps. What homes like yours have actually sold for in the last 90 to 60 days. The second thing is active competition. What other houses are out there? What buyers this is what buyers are comparing your house to today. And the third thing is actually market momentum. Is inventory tight? Are homes sitting longer on the market? This tells us how aggressive or conservative we need to be when it comes to pricing. Now, what sellers fear is this. This is probably swirling around your head. If I price it too high, I'll scare buyers away and it'll sit. But if I price it too low, I'll leave money on the table, or someone is gonna think, what is wrong with my house? I get it. Here's my strategy. We're not gonna be throwing darts. I use real-time data from the MLS. I use appraisal logic, and we use local trends to find that sweet spot, that Goldilocks zone that attracts all the eyeballs, creates a sense of urgency, and opens the door for multiple offers, like on the house we have on the market right now. Sometimes I even recommend a strategic pricing move where we'll list the house just under a key price point to expand the buyer search results and generate a bidding environment. Bottom line is, though, overpricing delays offers. Underpricing without a strategy leaves money on the table. Pricing it just right, that's where I come in. So if you want to know what buyers would realistically pay for your home in today's market, I'll even create a custom pricing breakdown just for you. It's no fluff, you're not obligated to me, it's just based on facts. So concern number 2 is, will my home even stand out? You know, you scroll through Zillow or Realtor.com and it's just kitchen, living room, same gray walls, another beige box, same, and people swipe. Well, that's exactly what buyers are doing, swiping right past the average houses. So here's the concern I hear from sellers all the time, right? Will my home actually stand out, or will it just blend in with the rest? Let's unpack that for a second, okay? So here's what you have to do. The truth is, every home has something special about it, but most listings don't show it right. They take a few photos here and there, and please don't hate me for this, most agents don't know how to take pictures effectively. Write a basic description, toss it online, and cross their fingers hoping buyers will come. That's not a marketing plan, that's just hope strategy. That's let me see what'll happen. So here's how we stand out in 2025 though. Number 1, we'll do strategic staging. We highlight your home's best features and downplay the things that don't matter. This isn't about buying a new furniture. It's not. This is about making buyers feel something when they walk in. It's gotta feel like home. Number 2, we'll have pro level photography and video. I'm gonna tell you something. Most people use their phones to take dark, blurry pics And that doesn't cut it. I have a photographer who uses high resolution photos. We do cinematic walkthrough videos. That's what brought you here to YouTube today. And we use drone shots when the property calls for it to elevate that online experience for a buyer. The third thing we do is scroll stopping digital marketing. I don't just list your house. I make it a whole product launch. So we're gonna be on Facebook, and we're gonna be on Instagram, and we're gonna be on YouTube, and we're gonna be on Google, and we're gonna email blast to agents and buyers. We're gonna retarget these followers. So your house is the hottest thing around online. Now, if they look at your home once, they'll see it again and again. But this is what sellers fear. My house is nice, but it's not brand new or HGTV ready. So don't worry about that. Perfection isn't required. Positioning is. So my job is to turn your home into a must-see property, not just another listing. That's how we stand out, draw attention, and get results. So if you're wondering what would take me to your home to stand out online, shoot me a text if you're wondering what that takes, and say spotlight. I'll send you a seller spotlight strategy. It's just a one-page blueprint I use to attract serious buyers pretty fast. So the third concern is I don't have time for constant showings. I get it. Between the baby who thinks the couch is their trampoline, the dog who thinks everybody is trying to break in and an intruder, and your schedule that's already packed tighter than a carry-on. How in the world are you supposed to keep your home show ready? Concern is real, y'all. I understand. And it's one of the top reasons why homeowners hesitate to sell. But here's the fears. Let me see if this resonates with you. I don't want strangers in my home all day. I don't have time to clean 24/7. I work from home or have pets. This won't work for us. And I hear you. Here's how we solve it though. First thing we're gonna do is make sure we have pre-approved serious buyers only. We don't want the looky-loos walking through your house. Showings will be by appointment only, and only after I know that they are financially qualified. The second thing we can do is bundle showings and time blocking. Instead of random showings all week, I'll work with you to create designated showing blocks that work around your life, your weekend, your weeknights, whatever fits your rhythm. The third thing is a virtual tour that's less in-person traffic. So we'll create a video, put it online, people can see the house like they're there, and we'll create a 24/7 access to your home with this video, walkthrough, and 3D tours. That way, only buyers who are genuinely interested will request to see your house. Now, here's my promise to sellers. I protect your time, your space, and your sanity. This is your home. That's not an open door museum. Concern number 4. What if it doesn't sell, David? This one right here is the seller's worst fear. What if my home just doesn't sell? You've packed, you've planned, maybe even bought your next home, and then boom, crickets. No offers, no movement. That fear hits hard. But here's the truth. Homes don't sell for one of 3 reasons, and every single one is fixable. The first reason is it's priced outside of the sweet spot. Buyers are going to compare your home to others in the same price range. If they don't feel like the value matches the price, they're going to move on. So we adjust with the data, not with desperation. The second reason is the marketing just didn't grab buyers' attention. If your listing looks like it was taken with a flip phone and posted with no plan, it'll get buried. Again, high impact visuals, targeted ads, and buyer behavior strategies to keep your home visible and top of mind. The third reason is the presentation didn't match the promise. If your photos say dream house, I promise you I see this all the time, but the walkthrough says DIY disaster, buyers will lose trust in your house fast. Here's what I do. I help you set up your home so it lives up to what the listing promises. It's got to be clean, it's got to be welcoming, and it has to be buyer ready. So if something isn't working, we pivot, we don't panic. With me, there's no radio silence. I give you weekly updates with showing feedback, interest trends, and a plan to move forward. Here's the guarantee. If your home isn't getting offers, we're not gonna sit still. We're gonna adjust, we're gonna improve, and we're gonna stay ahead of the market until it does. Here's concern number 5. What if I'm homeless between selling and buying, David? And this is a big one, especially for sellers who also need to buy a house. Now, What if my home sells before I find the next one? Am I gonna be, couch surfing with my Aunt Linda, or am I gonna be hopping from an Airbnb to a hotel or living out of suitcases? Totally valid fear. But the good news is, there are multiple ways to make sure this never happens to you. Now, here's the worries. Timing the sale and purchase perfectly. Competing in a fast-moving market where homes sell quickly, and not wanting to move twice or store everything in between. Here's how we solve it, and we've done it several times. Coordinated closings. We line up your home sale and your home purchase. So you hand over keys to one house, pick up the keys to your new house, often on the same day. Another thing we can do is extend occupancy agreements. This is called a rent back. So after you sell, you can actually stay in your home for 30 up to 60 days while you close on your next one. This is a powerful tool to negotiate that we've actually used quite often. The third thing we do is making your purchase contingent. So what we'll do is we'll write your purchase offer. So it's only binding if your current home sells. This reduces your risk and your stress. Another thing we can do is temporary housing options. The fourth thing we can do is find you some temporary housing. Now, I know this is not ideal, but if timing or contingencies don't actually work, I've got connections here around the area for short-term rentals or furnished housing, so you can still be living comfortably before closing on your next place. What does this mean for you? You don't have to rush into the wrong house just because you're worried about being in limbo. We plan your timeline, not the market's timeline. All right, concern number 6. Repairs and updates. And the question, do I need to do them all? Well, when you decide to sell, suddenly every little flaw in your home starts screaming at you. That dripping faucet, the scuffed walls, the 1990s light fixture. Then panic starts to set in like, David, do I have to fix everything before I list the house? And the short answer to that question is no. Here's what the fears are. Spending thousands on updates that buyers won't care about, or not knowing which repairs actually matter, or running out of time and money before the home goes on the market. Here's my approach though. Focus on your ROI, return on investment. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna identify which updates will actually help your home sell faster and for more money, like fresh paint, curb appeal, or fixing obvious safety concerns. So there's no need in replacing perfectly fine cabinets just because they're not trending on Pinterest or Instagram. The second thing we can do is a pre-listing walkthrough. Now, I'm gonna walk through your house just like a bear would, and we're gonna point out all the red flags we should handle, and we're gonna put a green light on everything we can skip. This ensures we're only putting energy where it counts. The third thing is use professional resources. If repairs are actually needed, I can connect you with local contractors, handymen, plumbers, electricians, these pros who can get the job done quickly and cost effectively. The fourth thing we can do is not worry about any of it, and we're just using the as-is strategy. And sometimes selling as-is is a smart move, especially if the market is competitive like it is today. I'll show you how to position your home so buyers see potential, not problems. Here's the reality in it all. Not all updates are worth the time or the money. Some buyers would rather make changes themselves to fit their taste anyway. A paint color. I've heard it before that people say, oh my God, all the walls are gray. Okay, so maybe gray's trending out. So you let the buyer decide what color they want to paint. The key is, how do we balance presentation with your profitability? Now, we're down to the last concern. This is number 7. Will I make enough money to move forward financially? Now, that's the one big question every seller asks. Sometimes out loud, sometimes just at 2 in the morning laying in bed looking at the ceiling. But when all is said and done, David, will I actually walk away with enough money to do what I want to do next? And honestly, that's the right question to be asking, because it's not just about selling your home, it's about what comes after you sell your home. Here are the fears. They underestimate closing costs and fees. You overestimate your home's value, or you find out too late that the next step, whether you're buying, relocating, or retiring, isn't fully funded. Here's the solution. Why don't I just give you a custom net sheet before we list the house? This way, before the first buyer ever walks through your door, you'll have a detailed breakdown showing your projected sales price, estimated closing costs, which includes broker fees, title fees, taxes, any agreed upon repairs or credits, which ultimately leads to your bottom line profit. Then we're gonna do some scenario planning. We'll run numbers for best case, worst case, and realistic scenarios so you know exactly what to expect. Then you're gonna get an equity maximization strategy. Now, from this, your strategic pricing, you'll get negotiating techniques. My goal is to help keep more money in your pocket without leaving buyers behind. The fourth thing is we're gonna do a next step alignment. So whether you're upsizing, downsizing, relocating, we're gonna align the sale of your current home with your next move's financial needs. So the transition for you will be smooth and it'll be funded. And here's the takeaway: selling your home isn't just a transaction, it's a bridge to the next chapter of your life. And I get it. My job is to make sure that bridge is steady, stress-free, and gets you exactly where you want to go financially. So there you have it, folks. Those are the top 7 concerns that keeps home sellers up at night. And here's the thing: every seller has at least one of these concerns. Most sellers have 2 or 3. And I get it. This isn't just about putting a sign in the yard and hoping for the best. This is about protecting your time, your money, and your next chapter. That's why I don't just list homes. I build a strategy around you. Price it right so buyers can compete for it. We make it stand out so it's the only one they click first. We protect your schedule so showings don't take over your life. We pivot when needed so homes don't sit. We time your move so you're not stuck in limbo. And we only do the updates that actually make sense and pay you back. And then we're gonna run some numbers so you know exactly what you'll walk away with. When all 7 of these boxes are checked, man, listen, selling your home goes from stressful to strategic. So if you're thinking about selling in the next 12 months, don't wait until the what ifs keep you up at night. Call me, set up that Zoom meeting. That link is in the description below so we can have a conversation now, get your questions answered, and create a game plan that gets you excited to sell. My name is David Totten. I am your local real estate expert in Virginia, North Carolina. And when you're ready, your sale is handled. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until we see you in the next one, man, take care. God bless. We love you. Peace.